this is the point that I'm going to get to.
Okay.
Which is that we place a very big emphasis on Black lives, but whenever it comes to Black trans lives in particular, and now mind you, I could go in on Black gay lives right now. However, my house is not on fire right now. My house was on fire when Ed Buck was the Democratic donor in California who was sitting there killing all these Black men, shooting them up with heroin and meth. Because that's what he got his fucking rocks off on. That was my plight.
Peter's name again?
Ed Buck.
Okay.
However, the plight of my trans sisters is also my plight. That is my fight, and I am determined to fight it. And so I would like for us as a Black community to understand that not just Black lives matter, but all Black lives matter.
Oh.
Every single last one of them. My gay ass Black life fucking matters. You understand me? Because I'm going to be teaching your motherfucking son music. Your son who could be the next virtuoso. Your son who could potentially be even, you know, the next great American, you know, tenor or baritone or bass. Or I could be teaching your daughter who's going to be the next great American soprano. And you're not going to come to me because I'm gay.
So, real quick, let me just give my, I think, wake up to Black gay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Culture.
I wouldn't say, no, culture. For me, I, as a kid, had a stepbrother who, me and my real brother don't get along. We're not very close at all. I mean, we're close, but we're not like, I call you every day close. We're like, hey, hi, I see you every 2 months, but I have a nephew and a niece, so I talk to them probably more than I talk to him.
Yeah.
But I had a stepbrother who, growing up, I was very close with. Like, when I say my brother, my big cousin who's in Maine now, he went away. And I got left kind of like with no big brother. Lo and behold, my dad marries his stepwife. I get a stepbrother who we just are just like, we do everything together. He slept in my house. He came to my mom's house. He slept over here. My mom loved him. He was just a genuine, great human being. And that was like my guy. Very close. You know, he basically raised me growing up. I found out that he was gay, I think, my sophomore year in high school. And we had...
I wish y'all could see my eyes right now. But
they can.
I mean, they can, but those of them
who
will listen
right.
just to the podcast.
But for me, it was like, I didn't care. It never bothered me. Like,
yeah.
I remember I had suspicions just based off of the fact that like everything was kind of hidden with him. Like never really seen him around girls like that, and the girls he would bring on, it would be every once in a while.
It'd be his friends.
Yeah, they'd be friends.
Okay.
And it was like, yeah. And I never really seen him like with a girl, and like I think I seen him on Facebook.
With a girl, with a mighty good girl. Sorry, that's what a man, but we changed it to a girl.
But yeah, I never seen him with like a girl. I never seen him with just, you know, anybody like that. But then I remember on Facebook, and at this point, this is my sophomore year of high school, so we're not as close anymore because he kind of moved out. He's like old now. He's like not old, but he's like 26 around your age. So he's kind of just on with his life. He was appearing with like, you know, another gay guy, and I was like, oh, this makes a lot of sense.
He what?
He appeared with like another gay guy on Facebook.
He paired?
Appeared.
Oh, appeared.
Yeah. Am I saying, what did I say? Appeared?
No. You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, he appeared with like another gay guy on Facebook, and they were like kissing on his profile.
Oh, okay,
like,
okay. Oh, I have a story about this. Keep going.
Okay. But it was just like, wow, that's crazy. Like, Matthew's gay. And, dang, I shouldn't say it. It doesn't matter. But,
hey, Matt.
But, yeah, like.
How you doing?
That was.
How you doing, Matt?
But that was my guy. Like, I kind of miss him, and I feel like my dad has a stigma against it. I wouldn't say it's not that he has a stigma anymore.
It's not his fault.
Let me phrase that. he has a stigma, but it's not a I hate gays. Gays are not welcome in my life. No, it's like a underlying stigma where it's like there's certain things that he may do, say, or act that may be like.
He's not gonna go out there and march for Iyanna Dior.
There you go. And for me, it was always like I just don't care. And the crazy thing about it is, now you're right, it's not his fault because it comes from his father. His father. Now I have a gay uncle who's like really gay. Like,
what's really gay?
Like,
you know I'm about to eat your ass up about that, right? I knew you. I saw your eyes as
like,
you did it.
I don't like you're like really gay is like.
See, but this is the same thing that black people and white people that black people hate about white people saying to them. That's what you were just telling me about saying to Candance Owens. Well, you're the type of black that I like, and the difference between the black person response and the white person response. This is how gay people feel whenever black people talk about gay people. It's like we're a completely different breed. It's like we don't even exist within the black diaspora. You understand what I mean? And so it becomes like, well,
I would have got it more, but yeah.
But like it's a whole spectrum. A true diaspora.
I don't know what that word means, but I get you.
I cannot fuck with you.
So atmosphere, but I got you.
A plethora.
A little bit.
Okay. You can infer from context, right? But it pretty much boils down to that. It's like, I don't want to be viewed as a black person as like, oh, well, you're the exception to the rule. Right? Well, but I've been always viewed that as a black person and as a gay person. And I don't think anyone really understands how much maneuvering just as black people have to do around white people for racism, how much black people have to do maneuvering, how much gay black people have to do maneuvering around other black straight people, heterosexual people. And I think if they had a chance, so it's so easy for them to be like, how can you not see what I have to go through as a black person? But it's not easy for them to be like, how can I not see what they go through as a gay person? But they want white people to understand what they're going through as black people. It's such a fucked up cycle. And again, it is from our white oppressors. All of it is from our white oppressors. So that is the root of the issue. So taking care of racism really does start to at least open up that wound so that you can start to see what the infection is. Then you take it and you put it under a microscope and you see those microcosms, those small pockets of racism. You see the small pockets of prejudices that then start to permeate within our community and create such a divide that you have then black people who can't even see each other as black just because of their sexual orientation and or sexual preference.
I think that's a perfect
and or sexual identity. Sorry.
I think that's a perfect way to open up this Iyanna
Dior.
Iyanna Dior. There we go.